soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had been transformed to stone. Wary of his foe, and with presence of mind, the man crept up to the pillar upon which 'twas entwined. Seeing his moment, he unsheathed his blade and brought the pillar low in a thundering cascade. The gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, 'neath the pillar it writhed. Till mustering swiftly the last of its might, to the depths of the shrine did the monster take flight. Thus, with a wit as sharp as his sword was honed, did our hero put an end to the threat imposed. And who was our hero? Why, needless to say, 'twas the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale.
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
A long day of work.
Gather round, treat your ears to it. Aye, got some coin, much appreciated. Gather round, treat your ears to it.
I don't tell him. So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain, should it walk upon land, no city, no mountain would outlast its hand. So he challenged its ingress with voice loudly drawn, and in an instant the giant was gone. Aye, in the face of his valour the gigantus did pale. But who among you can name the hero of our tale? 'Twas none other than Lord Rosamond, who, needless to say, was the father of House Berkeley, which lives on to this day.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no fool, am I?
Something fun to do.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay.
If you wish it, I shall not move from this spot.
Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. 'Twas a mysterious figure, but be it friend or foe, on shaking legs did he approach, the better to know. Yet he did not get near, for afore him stretched the sea. The figure was striding through waters up to the knee. This realization explained the bizarre. What had appeared close was being seen from afar. For truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies.
We must rest.
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Where to now?
Welcome to the Stard. We serve all manner of fine ales here.
Wonderful.
What's to do? But Stanny,
I can't complain.
Welcome.
Want some in a real battle?
I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this hour. Not a care in the world. Just as I have more than a saucy rumour.
Welcome.
could have sworn
There's not 3 pound and a half.
May have a noble with my child.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. I bear word from a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. I shall ensure that the door to the minister... There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deeza demanded Waldar amend the Code of Vermont to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. Pray, take this. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee, be cautious. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery, but mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. Once your infiltration is successful, here. This should suffice to help you take care. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... While examining the palace ledge for some time now, it seems she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further. Over here, if you would. Here we are.
Have no fear, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? Follow me! Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I wish the minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere.
Business will be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour.
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me now. If Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Our soldiers need better training.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, my lady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, my lady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. Is that all you have to say for yourself? 'Tis sweet of you to mind your manners, but such niceties won't get you far with me. Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it.
When does my watch end?
Sometimes I wonder if I'm
forgotten. Arrest.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
What's this? Come to admire my sculpture. Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, mayhap you'd consider paying a visit to the sculptor in my stead. The man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that I eagerly await the sculpture's completion.
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
Will someone do aught about this? Beg pardons. See, a friend of mine hath an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your... Well, you needn't decide this...
What a bizarre... The villagers stared at me with a bizarre... It was as though they were praising me somehow. The very memory sends chills up my spine.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this Godsway? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
A moment long awaited. Phasers. Now there's a name to remember.
Or you needing me?
Best watch your... I fear I've not useful to share.
I keep my prices as fair as I can.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I shall do as you say.
I'd fain hear you speak on any subject, friend. Would you lend your ear to my request? Many thanks.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Go on, have a look. The crowd, let's eyes on me.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Well chosen, Arisen. I'm certain you'll master that vocation as no other could.
We shall meet our foes with renewed vigor.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist.
Always a pleasure.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by...
Welcome to Bjorn's Arm, and quality is what you need if you want. To survive. So before you check the price, many thanks. I appreciate the business. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
There's no easy thing.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Watchful eyes can deter the easily daunted.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we did.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vision go to waste. I'll keep holding the enemy!
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with
It will be an honor to serve by...
You have my protection.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Nothing left to fight.
Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Can't predict a myriad of enemies. That strategy never would have been helped.
Now that's a surprise. The Arisen have been ready. Well done. We are to retreat then.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I fight it.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. at your disposal. Wait right there.
This ox cart's bound for... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
No respect.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
The morrow will be no different.
Been a while since I heard a good story.
I'm going to go exploring. How am I going to be surrounded by on me to bear what young shepherds
Another day, another
These-
hour.
Oh, this make me glad to be alive.
Save it, cuz.
This ox cart's I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
About time I taught that dullard a lesson.
Time to get back to work.
With the port crystal placed, we'll be able to use a fairy stone to return here in an instant.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Do stop and have a look.
It's been a hard day.
Where was I?
May have to see what's selling.
Car doesn't fill up like it used
All
to.
this work and not a shred of grass.
Times are hard.
What can I throw in?
There's naught I love more than a saucy rumour.
Shall we get some rest then?
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
A new day, a new perspective.